Oh, the rich, vibrant colors of fall. Forest greens, golden yellows, orange, reds, purples, browns, white. Wait, what? It's lovely to incorporate your village pieces into your fall decor, but that blob of snow on the rooftops totally ices over that harvest feeling, doesn't it? If you are wanting to give autumn the glory it deserves, then there is an easy way to cover up the winter colors that hang over your pieces. And your leafy layer can be removed and reused. Now, before we begin, just letting you know that we're altering a village piece. I only do these sort of crafts to the easily, cheapably replaceable pieces. Keep your piece's safety in mind at all stages. Okay, so if you want to proceed, what you'll need is good old Elmer's school glue, the basic stuff. No extra strength, no colored, regular. And miniature leaves, fabric, plastic, or paper. I also recommend tweezers, toothpick, paper towel, a little dish of water, and scissors, an optional rice box. Check out the link above for details on that. For this project, I'm using Old Michael Church. To get started, I'm setting up my rice box and nestling in the village piece. I'm making sure that the snowy layer is completely level. I'm drawing a stream of glue around the edge of the snow that I'm going to cover up. I'll then fill in the entire spot with the glue. If you start seeing glue running over out of this border, then you probably added too much. You can always start over. It's not a huge deal if your glue runs off the snow. I'm going to over add and I'm going to let it run so that I can show you how to fix it later. A toothpick is really handy in spreading. You'll let each side dry completely, or at least dry to the touch, and then rotate your piece and level out another blob of snow. Do this until all the snow is covered in glue. So when the bottom layer is dry, you'll apply a really thin layer of glue in rows. Start at the edge, bottom or top, it doesn't matter. Set a leaf down, half on the snow and half hanging off. Get it at a little angle. Continue laying down leaves, working towards the center until all of the snow is covered to your liking, always adding more glue if needed. Spread out the tips of your tweezers to push down the leaf edges into the glue. Sometimes they like to curl. You can see here I'm wiping excess glue off the tweezers by gently pressing the sides on the paper towel. I'm going to show you two options. This one is a close color to the roof, and then I'm going to use a color of a leaf. Another way that you can conceal the snow is to lay down scraps of paper. And in this case, these are my scraps from my vellum leaves. Painting and laying down a layer of color are really good options if you have very few leaves and you have to practice conservation. So once your gluey layer of leaves has dried completely, you can continue covering with more leaves if you want. Now I'm going to show you why we used good old Elmer's glue, so that you can use your piece again in a few months for a winter scene. Simply take your toothpick and poke the glue very gently until it lifts up from the resin or porcelain. Once you have a small opening, twist the toothpick left to right and move along the edge. And once you have lifted a large enough section, you can lift the rest with your fingers. And I'm going to remove this layer here to show you how the paint did not seep through the glue layer. You could also remove the first glue layer, paint it away from your piece, and then add that layer back in once it's dry, if you're concerned about seepage. If your glue got a little out of control, remove the leafy layer and trim it with scissors, away from the piece, of course. And if you have little bits of glue stuck on your piece, you can use a slightly moistened paper towel to wipe them away. And when you're ready to apply the leafy layer again next year, just add a bit of glue to the snow and push down gently. For any snow that is on the bottom of the piece, you can simply sprinkle your remaining leaves on top. And I would also recommend you using LED bulbs in your piece to minimize the heat output. That'll help ensure the longevity of your glue and your leaves. And here's how the leaves on top of the snow looks once it's lit. The light really does shine through the glue. So if you do this project, please share your pictures on Facebook, Instagram, or on my blog. Happy harvest and happy villaging!